grow a garden.
I love grow a garden. Wasn't there a yellow tomato? And like, I want that yellow tomato. I'm sorry, I want that food. Yeah, thank you for your question. And next one here.
I have a question for Carrie. After BFDIA, would it make the return of IDFB?
Oh. Ooh, well, do you guys want to see IDFB too? Wow, that's kind of like a resounding yes, so we'll have to do it. And next one here.
Hello, my name is Wayne. I was wondering for the BFDI crew, how would 12-year-old, or for Carrie, how would 12-year-old you see yourself now if 12-year-old you could like see what all this amazing things, all this crowd, what would this make?
Thank you so much. That's such a sweet question. I actually saw a TikTok that like was getting views recently of me from 2008, and I'm like eating ice cream with my brother. And I was like, wow, my voice is so much higher. So I think it would be like, Carrie, what happened to your voice? But I think that like I was like really shy as a kid, so I'd be like, wow, you're speaking in front of so many people. Like I'm really proud of you. So yeah, thank you everyone for supporting me for all these years.
This is a question for the inanimate Sandy young people. Is the OSC an analogy to communism and the game?
Well, though, I think they're going to learn a lot about what it takes to actually run a society with a lot of different moving factors. Is it an allegory for communism? I wouldn't say so. I don't think so. But I think they will experience challenges in their community that will, unfold in the season. But thank you.
Thank you so much. And then,
Hi, my question is for my older brother at home who loves BFDI. His question is for BFB and Teapot. Why did you guys change the art style from BFDI and BFDIA?
with the art style to BFDIA.
Like kind of like the original.
To BFB. Well, I think it was because a lot of the artists on the show wanted to be more expressive with their faces, and I think with the assets, it was a little bit limiting that you can only pick between maybe 10 different options. So like if you want to have like a really big smile, it matches a lot better with the hand-drawn style. But yeah, thank you for your question. And yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Hi, this is for the BFDI group. Are we ever going to learn what's inside the master speaker box?
Wait, sorry about answering too many questions, but I know in episode 4 of season 1, so this is like really early in the saga, Leafy tries to break open the announcer with a hammer, and she failed. So I guess no one wants to try after she failed. It's like at the very beginning. So they're too scared to find out. Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, next one now.
My name is David Hernandez Ayala, and this question is for Carrie. How did the Australian character get their powers?
Ooh. I guess like, I guess we might find out in later Teapot episodes, but one thing I've always thought is that each Algebraian has their own set of powers, so like 4 can like mangle people, 9 can, 4 can mangle people, 2 can like lift mountains, and 9 can ride skateboards.
Stay tuned for Teapot 20 to see more of the Algebraians. Thank you. And next one up.
I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Brooklyn. I was the one who did the Tilton chant earlier. Thank you. This is for my friend. In X's voice, can you say shut up and make me a sandwich? Shut up and make me a sandwich! I love you guys.
Next one now.
So, my country, for the author is, how do you feel about this image? It's a predator.
here, everyone. Thank you, Ryan. And
Hi, so for the II crew, I just wanted to ask this. Why doesn't Balloon have like the protective like shine energy? Because he's in blue and he's pretty like he's like I don't know, he's like sensitive to death or whatever and stuff.
Yeah, you're right. He should. I think it's a huge mistake he doesn't. Which is why in the YouTube release, he'll be blue as well.
Oh my gosh!
So,
I'm giving you $100.
yeah, it's a good catch. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm Christine, and I really like pets. My question is, do you plan, like, do you have several plots based on how your contestants get eliminated in BFDI, or do you have, like, a really good idea of who's going to get eliminated, and then you base the plot off that? Like, what happens? Do you have a plan B if someone totally unexpected gets eliminated from the bonus?
Oh yeah, I feel like we guess and we get it wrong all the time. Like, I mean, I thought Puffball was like absolutely going to get really far in Seapot, and then Puffball was gone in like Seapot 9. Usually we like try to plan out stories, and if they fall apart, we try to like quickly rebuild them elsewhere. And then sometimes we lose a character and we get like a great opportunity in that instead. And yeah, do you want to add anything, Joseph? Or?
Well, for me, I try to make the eliminations as like 50-50 as possible, and I know I've failed many times. Because last year we thought Book and Ruby was going to be an even match, and then Ruby was way more hated. So we always have to like figure out a story like as we go on. We never really have a set plan. Yeah. But thank you.
Thank you so much. And yeah.
I'm so scared. I got this one random question. What would be one popular song that like fits a character, fits the description of a character? Wow. Any. It could be any.
I was gonna, okay, this might be stupid, but I feel like 2 would listen to pictures of you about Katie because they Katie is now completely absent in them.
No, oh my gosh. I think 1 would listen to Brutal by Olivia Rodrigo. And I feel like it matches 1's vibe.
I think 10 would listen to No Money by Galantis. I'm sorry, I got no money. I'm not trying to be funny, but that's all. That's all.
I think Kendall would listen to anything Stevie Nicks.
I was going to say, at the end of that episode, we saw, Pan holding test tube after she nearly died. And I feel like in that moment, he was thinking, never going to give you up. Never gonna
Thank you so much.
And yeah.
I have 2 questions.
Sorry, just one.
2 questions.
Just one.
So,
Okay, thank you.
1, when will Inanimate Insanity Season 4 have an intro? And second, when will the announcer speaker box make an appearance?
Ooh, what would the intro? That's a good catch. And I know in the first episode of season 4, Fan really made it clear of like, it's not a show anymore, it's just a game. So we kind of really wanted to emphasize that idea by removing a lot of those traditional show elements, like the intro and the confessionals and other things. But I think, maybe one of the challenges in a future episode will be to make an intro. Maybe the characters want to have one. So, what's cool about the season is it's their game and they can choose whatever they want, which is fun.
Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, next one here.
Hi, I'm Ryan. This is for other voice actors. Who is your favorite character you voiced? It's really similar to the other one. And what do you think their favorite music artist or band would be? Like, Andy.
Well, I don't know about the band, but I mean, I do like voicing 9, but I did it for so many years that
My favorite voice is Suitcase.
in terms of the song, I don't know. I think Adam has a better idea for what song Suitcase will like. I honestly have no idea. But yeah, I'm like, Alex, do you want to go next?
Well, I guess I don't voice. I guess in the last screening, someone was saying that like maybe Pan would like Linkin Park or like 2000s style, rock. I guess. But I like voicing X because he sounds so different from me, so everyone knows the kind of voice. And maybe X likes listening to like I don't know, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse theme song.
Well, I really like voicing one, and I'm gonna stick to the theme that I said earlier, like Brutal by Olivia Rodrigo. Olivia Rodrigo would be one's favorite musical artist.
I think for Marshmallow, I think she'd really be a big fan of Baby Metal. Yeah. And I think Clover would listen to anything 90s Disney. Or Disney Channel, like Camp Rock, High School Musical. I think that's her vibe.
I would talk with Florence, the writer of the number shorts, about like 15, and I think she mentioned that 15 would really like the folk kind of music, maybe like They Might Be Giants or something like that.
And I think, you know, Test Tube is definitely a Swiftie. Golly, I love it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And yeah, next one.
So my question is, I know you have like a contract deal with Scholastic. Would you ever take another book like that or updated version?
I think we're working on the new comic book right now. I appreciate everyone who has the Scholastic book. Like, I think Scholastic said, like, oh, this deal's only gonna last for like 6 months. And then, like, after those months were up, like, fans still wanted it, so we had to tell Scholastic, like, no, this can't be a temporary thing. Like, we have to keep making the book. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled for new comic books.
How did Wookie Jookie figure out she was made by Ethan? Was she generated with that knowledge, or did she figure it out along the line?
Ooh, good question. Also, I love your cosplay. But I think that she, like all the other characters, also knew it along the way. I don't think she was programmed with the knowledge that, you know, she was made by Ethan. And, you know, that was, I guess, hinted at in the finale when she had kind of talked about it in the void. But, you know, we got to see more walkie-talkie this season. You know, get her perspective. Thank you so much. And, yeah.
In the newest teapot, what did Wiki do to launch the call her annoying?
Oh, I think you'll have to watch Teapot 20. Yeah, stay tuned. I think it's gonna be fun. Yeah, thank you. And yeah.
Hello. For both Carrie and Adam, if World War III started, which characters from both shows would be most likely to survive?
I mean, I think Black Hole it would be hard for him to not survive.
Well, I feel like, you know, in the Teapot universe, sorry, I guess BFDIA and Teapot universe, you know, Nickel caused like the in BFDI, you know, World War III, and they go to like through the portal. So I also think he survived it. Yeah.
Also, where's Michael?
Oh, he's sick. You know, he woke up with a bit of a cough. So hopefully he'll feel better tomorrow.
Thank you. And yeah.
I have a question for the BFDI crew. What inspired you to do the recommended characters because you were the first on their show?
Well, I remember I'm the first person to ever vote on BFDI ever, Jay Silly Boy. I felt like forever grateful for him, so I think like 9 episodes later he recommended Bommy, and I was like, well, you helped start our fandom, so the least I can do is put Bommy in the show. But you know, like everyone else saw it, and I'm like, oh, I can also recommend it, and then like within like 3 episodes, there are like hundreds. And I think it's a really fun way for the audience to interact with the show, so it's definitely a great improvement. But thank you for your question.
Bye, see you there. And
I have 2 questions.
just one if it's okay. Thank you.
This one's gonna be a little silly. Can the voice actor of one sound like one burning at stake?
Do you want me to sound like I'm burning?
First of all, she did nothing wrong. We all know that Ian listens to Vocaloid, but who other character from BFDI would listen to Vocaloid?
We gotta walk into this.
Oh, I feel like Puffball speakable, so. Just normal Puffball as well. if anything, maybe she should be a vocal artist. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Ben. This is a question for both NMSA and faculty in the cast. How do you feel about people making like lots of fan games and like Roblox fan games, actual things like that, just making these cool creations of your show?
It's awesome. I think like any fan art is like the coolest thing ever to receive at all, and like these huge games people make, it's so cool, and you play them quite a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say that like, I think when someone creates a game like My Teardrop or Find the Markers, you know, I want to play that because it's like, they are helping the fandom grow. It's like, I don't understand why other companies would like shut down someone using their IP, because it's just like, everyone ends up happier when the game exists. So keep making fan art and fan games of BFDI.
Yeah, I was gonna say that receiving fan art and seeing your guys' creations really inspires me to be a better voice actor. I know there's that one song online, like a song dedicated to one, and it was just so awesome seeing that just about my character.
I was gonna say too, I mean, Inanimate Sanity essentially started as like glorified BFDI fan art, you know? So like, you really never know where that'll go, and I feel like just seeing all of you here today with all these amazing like cosplays and all the art we've made it really just inspires us to keep doing what we're doing. So yeah, like thank you all so much.
Thank you so much.
Hi, this is for the BFDI crew. Why did Bubble order a bubble transformer from Yellowface?
Well, I know that everyone has other theories about that. I don't know the truth, but what I will say is that if you take a bubble and apply the bubble transformer to her, like bubble plus transformer still equals bubble. So it doesn't mean that she wasn't a bubble before. It just means we don't know if she was a bubble before. Yeah, that's my answer.
Thank you.
This is for the BFDI crew. Do any of the Ultra Brilliants have canon birthdays, or is it just no?
I'm gonna assume no. I mean, really just because we haven't really even delved into how any of them even exist at all before. Yeah, but I mean, interesting to think about. Honestly, I think we've never even thought about it at all. So, yeah, I mean, that's something to consider.
Yeah, I would say it's kind of like the concept of the number 4 has existed since the dawn of time. But I would say that like, maybe like I don't celebrate birthdays, but December 31st is my value finding day.
Thank you very much. And next one now.
So I have a question about the trans disability day and like things that the BFDI crew make. And a lot of them share characters. So I was wondering, any of the characters in there like actually trans? Obviously, the officer is characters are trans.
I mean, unfortunately, the artists behind those posts aren't here, but I mean, one thing we really value about BFDI is people being able to like see themselves in the characters. So we always just say like, if you interpret any of those characters as trans, like we find that wonderful and beautiful. So yeah, we always encourage that. And then we do have our like non-binary characters as well in the show, like profiling and stuff. So yeah, we just love people being able to like see themselves in these characters. Yeah.
I definitely second all of that, but also I know, you know, Lightbulb is transgender because she was referenced as male, and then, you know, she was referenced as female. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. And yeah.
Question for Ryan. Has Pickle ever considered reading one of Taco's letters?
You know, I think Pickle was full of fiery rage, and I know he threw a lot of those letters in the fire. But I think, you know, hopefully this season, the two of them will be able to talk, you know, in a different context. You know, maybe having some, you know, newfound perspective on how they're all created for a certain idea. You know, maybe that'll bring them together or at least have some common ground or understanding. But, you know, we'll have to see what season 4 holds.
Thank you. And yeah.
Okay, just first, I am a big fan of your show, Carrie. And before I ask my question, I would like to say, bang and meet up, my man. And also, for my question, a few years ago, people asked you about how you felt about shipping. Now, how do you feel about all your characters getting R34?
Family, but you know, we always encourage the people making fan art, I hope you like. But yeah, we always say like, we like to keep it family friendly, please. Yeah. Thank you so much though. Okay. Cheers. And yeah. So sorry. Please leave it down a little bit. Yeah, thanks guys.
I was thinking, as cops myself, can we stop the cops slander?
Well, I think, throughout the season, we're going to get a little bit more perspective on, maybe not only the characters unpacking some of what they've gone through with Cobbs, but also maybe some of Cobb's thoughts on the matter. Maybe not, he's dead, so you can't really speak directly on it, but maybe we'll get flashbacks and other moments, maybe give some added context. But yeah, you know what? They're eating his carcass. It's gone too far. That's crazy.
Yeah, thank you so much. And we only have time for a few more questions, so I'm so sorry if we can't get to you. Next one now.
This is a question for Adam. Which nickel do you like voicing better?
Oh man, I really like doing the BFDI nickel, because I feel like what's fun about nickel and BFDI is he's the only voice I really do. So I feel like I can go a little bit more out of range, so even if I sound a little bit more like baseball or test tube in a line, it kind of flies through, because there's no other thing in that show to compare it to. And also I know that some of his catchphrases were just Gary and Michael wanting me to say the dumbest things ever. So, oobly oobly was born, but so I'll say BFDI.
Thank you.
This is a question for the BFDI crew. In the official character guide, in Teardrop's fact, it states that the amount of times Teardrop has spoken is the amount of times Roboti's chest plate has opened. And it's opened 2 to 3 times. Would that mean that Teardrop would speak in future episodes?
Unfortunately, this means the book is now outdated. Since it was written before that happened. Yeah, Teardrop has still never spoken. Teardrop doesn't need to speak. Teardrop is more powerful without words. Yeah, so I think that's just outdated at this point. Yeah. Thank you so much. And yeah.
Hi, this is a question for Carrie. Can you say in April's voice that I am the #1 baseball fan?
Oh, what is your name? Or if you're comfortable.
Annika.
Annika is the #1 8-ball fan.
I know BFDI A5B was a game, and there was before the finale of An Anime Insanity Season 2, there was a kind of mini ARG to find out more stuff. Would you guys ever plan on doing something similar ever again?
Well, so with the ARG, I think it was solved in about 43 minutes, and I was devastated, because I think I spent, 3 or 4 days planting clues and making pages and, miscellaneous Instagram accounts. It was all found in 40 minutes, and I was kind of salty about it. But I think that's, even more of a reason to make another one, because, I need to practice and get better at, hiding clues. And one of my main inspirations was the cipher hunt, the Bill cipher hunt. I'd love to do something, more involved like that maybe one day.
And regarding 5B, we're gonna finish it. Yeah. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, thank you.
So basically, can we see more in BFDI ever? Because basically it said in BFD at the end, X says that after the first 2 seasons ended, 4 made the BFB. The BFDI.
Right. I don't really think there's any plans to show the Algebraians in the first 2 seasons, or even IDFB really, just because it's a different kind of era of the show. The Algebraians really define season 4 and 5, but I think that keeping seasons 1 through 3 object heavy and focused is definitely a goal, to make sure that everyone can kind of get the BFDI they enjoy in both the branches. So I would say probably not. But yeah, in the timeline, that is when 4 was watching the series and created that product. Yeah. Thank you so much. And yeah.
So I was there to ask this. Are other shows for babies?
They can be for babies, but also more people.
different ages here, celebrating object shows. So I don't think so.
And also, I was going to say, there's a character in Teapot called Income Tax Return Document. Can a baby understand that?
I didn't join the OSC until I was an adult, so I definitely say it's for everyone.
Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah.
I'm kind of freaking out right now, but hi. I was wondering because in a video you confirmed that today is Levy's canon birthday. So are there any other birthdays you're willing to canonize right now?
Well, I feel like, I guess, is it July, her birthday's July 28th? I forget what it is, July 26th, right? Oh yeah. Well, I think the original 5, like Fiery, Match, Spongy, Teardrop, and Woody, I created them all sometime at the end of the school year. It was like May. I don't remember the exact date though, so I guess we know their birth month.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do more research. I'll go to my lab.
Thank you. And we only have time for 2 more questions. I'm so sorry for that.
So I'm creating my own object show called BRAT Brat, and this is for Carrie. Could you say watch Brat in X's voice?
Watch Brat right now!
Thank you for your question. Yeah, and final question right here.
I am a huge Teapot fan. If you had to choose one algebraian to like actually be, who would it be?
Ooh. I mean, I feel like the life of 9 seems quite fun. Skating all the time. Because I feel like 2's been in bed for a while and 4's been kidnapped. So I wonder if maybe X. X is always kind of having a good time. So yeah, maybe X or 9.
I feel like my real life personality is nothing like 1. I consider myself a friendly and maybe not evil person, but I think what is so fun about voice acting 1 is I get to really inhabit this more expressive, evil, dominating character. So if I could switch lives with any of the numbers, I would switch with myself.
Oh, I was going to mention, we've been on tour now for about 5-6 weeks, and 2, he's really enjoyed, time in his own bed for a while. So I feel like I'd be too.
Well, I was gonna say, I also like staying inside all the time, and I know 3 has been inside for a very long time.
I'm gonna throw this out there and say you wouldn't want to be 3. You have to stay tuned. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you all so much for coming. I'm so sorry we couldn't get to your questions. We do have a final special surprise as well. We've got some voice actors backstage who also want to fly. And I am the voice of the fish monster.
Hi, I'm Leslie T. You may also know me as Top at the Hat. I am the voice actor of Bueller's Number from the Number Shorts. I am also the voice actor of Top at the Hat from the Nightly Manor.
Hello, I am Mason Bozage, also known as Snowy Packle, and hey guys, I am the voice of Orange Cup from Teapot 18.
Hi, I'm Yellow and Giru. You might know me as Rhino and Teapot, but I also voiced Me Phone 1 from the Unlisted Standing movie.
And bring a final round of applause for these guys. Places on your seats, and if not, we hope to see you again. Thank you all so much.